Here we are at Kinigama railway station. We are about to start our downhill trek towards Hiloya. Kinigama is at approximately 1190 meters elevation, 261.5 kilometers from Colombo Fort. Let's get started our journey then, people. Here we are bidding farewell to Kinigama railway station, and we are going to trek all the way towards Hiloya. Right, we've been trekking for about 400 meters. In about another 400 meters or so, we should be able to make out the Poravagala viewpoint, which you can reach on Bandaravilla Poonagala road. Passing that, we should be able to reach the Kinigama Alla and rail bridge around 1.3 kilometers from Kinigama railway station. There are no tunnels in this section, people. The next tunnel is at 9 Arch Bridge, tunnel number 40. It looks as if this railway line is abandoned. You can see we are literally trekking through a jungle, and the railway line has not been in good condition for a very long time. Maintenance is at the minimum. This is one of the reasons why trains can't travel at speed, and there are so many delays and so on and so forth. What to do? This is how the railway line is kept in shape. Okay, I think Chamar is taking some photographs. I wonder whether we can see the Poravagala viewpoint from here. Alright, now we got another nice long stretch. We can make out the Poravagala viewpoint to our right, people, but unfortunately it's a little far away. GoPro can't reach that far enough, but it's to our right now. Behind Poravagala is the, once again, Nayabadda mountain range. Remember, Kirindiyo originates from Nayabadda. Then St. Catherine Seat, Lipton Seat, Dambitan Estate are also on that side. Those are one of the most famous and popular, beautiful traveling destinations in and around Haputale among both local and foreign tourists. Right, the track is in very bad shape, people. You can now make out the Poravagala viewpoint up there. Can you see that? They have also built sort of like a platform. I heard it was broken down some time ago, but not sure whether they have repaired it or not. You should be able to see Namanukula from there. Beautiful. Now this is a grand viewpoint of Namanukula mountain in the distance over these farmlands, looking so breathtaking in the morning. Poravagala is located at an elevation of roughly 1310 meters. The area we are trekking now is around 1150 meters. So the elevation difference is around 150 to 160 meters, or maybe 500 plus feet. That's a very good vantage point, very popular, and you can make out the beautiful mountains of Uva, especially the queen of Uva, Namanukula mountain range, approximately 2040 meters in height. She is one of the most beautiful and enchanting traveling destinations in all of Sri Lanka. Unfortunately, she is no longer the highest point in Uva province. That honor goes to Udaweviya Peak 1, located at the border between Uva and Sabaragamuwa provinces. If you have been following my videos, I managed to get up to the Udaweviya Summit Point 1 and Summit Point 2 some time ago, while we were doing Udaweviya, Dalgassinna, Ohiya, Devil Staircase trails. Guess what, people? We have already reached the Kinigama rail bridge and the waterfall. You can hear a tiny water stream going under the bridge. Let's go and see if we can make out the Kinigama waterfall. Alright, first of all, let's walk you through this rail bridge first, so that you can get an idea as to what kind of bridge this is. As you can see, there is no dedicated footbridge on the side. Instead, there is a sort of a walkway, but I'm going to try and walk you in the middle because it's not very dangerous. Right, okay. Wow, there's a nice stone side wall. We might be able to take a little break here. Okay, now we've crossed the beautiful Kinigama rail bridge. I think this is the only rail bridge we can see between Kinigama and Hiloya. Right, you are seeing my trekking partner Chamara is crossing the Kinigama bridge, and the Porogala viewpoint is beyond that, up there. It's such a wonderful place, and there are also some panoramic views to our right from looking from this angle. Right, let's now go and see the Kinigama waterfall. This is the Kinigama waterfall, people. Unfortunately, it's in a very abysmal state due to lack of water. If it was raining, this would have made a grand waterfall. Wow, it's massive. Unfortunately, there's hardly any water. Okay, now this is the view on the other side. You can see it offers some beautiful panoramic views over these farmlands. I'm not quite sure what the mountain range in the distance is. I'll try and figure it out and tell you later. This is the side view of the Kinigama rail bridge. Unfortunately, there are lots and lots of wasp nets in here, so we have to be very careful not to disturb them, otherwise we are going to be in heaps of trouble. Oh my goodness, there are about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about 6 of them full of wasps. Right, okay, I think it's time for us to make a move before things get nasty. We left the Kinigama waterfall and the rail bridge behind. Now in about another 600 meters we should come across a horseshoe shaped bend with a length of around 900 meters. It's like a perfect U bend, and there's nothing much to see in and around there, but that's a very significant piece of engineering because it shows how difficult the upcountry railway line has been to construct. There were so many obstacles the engineers had to overcome. Literally the railway line jumps from one mountain to the other and runs on the side of it with so many difficulties like rail bridges, tunnels, and so many bends, so on and so forth. And this is once again seems to be like a marshy area because there are two side rocky boulders on either side, so that the water, especially during the rainy season, gets collected here, and it will be so difficult for them to remove it, making it so dangerous for the trains to travel here. That's one of the reasons why they have used concrete sleepers instead of the wooden ones. But there is very little ballast to keep the railway line steady and balanced, so naturally once again delays, derailment, and many other issues for the passengers traveling by train. Hillway station is roughly at 1120 meter elevation, which means we have to get down around 70 meters from the Kinigama railway station, in feet around 230. So Kinigama is located at 1190, Hillway 1120. Those are approximate figures, people, not sure 100%. In terms of the distance, Hillway is located at 265 kilometers from Colombo Fort. So the distance between these two are going to be around 4 kilometers between Kinigama and Hillway. Right, so this is like a very beautiful forestry rail hike. There are so many 6-foot tall mana bushes on either side. We pass Porogala viewpoint, Kinigama rail bridge, and the waterfall with absolutely abysmal state. Right, we'll talk about it when we get to the horseshoe bend. We are looking back towards where we came from, people. Up there you can probably make out the Porogala viewpoint. Look at the height difference between Porogala and us. Now it's close to 200 meters. We actually passed the tummy of the U-bend that I was telling you about previously. Now we are going to end the U-bend. We are on the other leg of the U. In front of us in the distance is the A16 road. Beyond that is the Athalapitiya Forest Reserve. It is located off Dover and Udakumbalwela. One significance of Athalapitiya Forest Reserve is that one of the tributaries of Badulla originates from there. So she flows parallel to A16 and merges with other tributaries coming from Spring Valley area, especially Ballaketuwa, and merge together near Demodara Black Bridge. Once again flow towards Haliyala along the A16 road before running parallel to the railway all the way till Badulla beyond that, and goes on to create Dunhinda and Little Dunhinda Falls. Then Badulla goes to join with Mahavali River. That's the story, a mini story of Badulla. Right, I think we are now almost at the end of the U-bend. We are actually expecting the Podimanike at any time, so we got to keep an eye on that. So we'll stop you somewhere here and hopefully meet with Podimanike soon. We are getting close to Hiloya. Wanted to show the beautiful Namanakula mountain in the distance. You can see above that forest patch. We just passed the U-bend and the Egodagama temple at the end of the U-bend, and we saw the Athalapitiya Forest Reserve in the distance. We are now actually waiting the arrival of Podimanike at any time. Wonder whether we will be able to make it to Hiloya before she turns up. It's very unlikely because, if I'm not mistaken, we have to travel another 1.5 kilometers or so to reach Hiloya. In this area there are so many farmlands, and I forgot to mention people, from Kinigama rail bridge, the Kirindioya branch originating from Nayabad the mountain, across the railway line. Now she is flowing on our left hand side, helping all these farmlands. Unfortunately the water levels are very low because of the Umaoya project. You might have heard the Bandadwala was affected so much because it ran most of the water sources in Bandadwala dry, so people had to undergo many hardships as a result. Oh my goodness, there's a nice little wind. Wow, because we were being battered by the sun so much, and this is like a godsend. So people had to resort to so many alternatives in order to find the water. That's one of the ridiculous things about development without doing feasibility studies, because if you have to suffer as a result of a development project, it can no longer be a development project. So the Umaya project doesn't necessarily seem to have fulfilled its original aspirations. This is actually the story of many of the so-called development projects in Sri Lanka, especially undertaken in the last 2 to 3 decades. Politicians were only worried about the commission they can get out of these projects, and they built so many white elephants all over the country, and we sometimes missed grand opportunities coming from countries like Japan because they were not willing to provide commission to these dirty old politicians. That's one of the reasons why Sri Lanka remains a third world country, and it has been like that for so many decades. Unfortunately, we don't seem to be able to get out of it anytime soon in the near future. Once again, thanks to the ludicrous, corrupt and criminal political culture in this country. Right, okay, Podimanike still not here. Oh my goodness, if she were to come around here, we should be able to get a grand picture of her. Right people, now we are getting very close to Hiloya. Hopefully we might be able to get there before Podimanike turns up. Okay people, you just saw the beautiful Podimanikate departing Hiloy railway station. We were about 2 minutes late to catch her at the Hiloy station. In a way it was good, but I wish we were at a better viewing point to capture her. You can see my friend Chamara is going towards the Hiloy railway station. So we are going to wrap our journey between Kinigama and Hiloy from here. We are going to continue our journey towards Kitallella and Ella. So far we have trekked approximately 4 kilometers. Elevation loss is around 70 meters or 230 plus feet. We'll once again see you with another stretch of this rail hike very soon. Until then, stay safe and take care.